Alright, we're back with more, we're back with more Mario 64, ladies and gentlemen. And, as the camera's glitching out, we've got a guest person. Say hi, guest person.
Hi, guest person.
Yeah, see? So, if any of you know, he's, rather new to the channel. That's my dad.
Yep.
He's gonna be joining us for 2 parts of Super Mario 64. Just to have him see what we get into. In the meanwhile, we're now doing Wall Kicks Will Work. Anybody?
Will they or won't they?
Huh?
What? Will or won't they?
That's an excellent question. We're gonna see right now. But, yeah, why don't we let the guest person talk about who he is and, how, you know, it came to be. Well, I don't know. You say whatever you want.
I'm the guy responsible for putting you on this path.
Exactly.
I put the controller in your hand.
Yeah, the same controller I have in my hand is the reason, you know. I'm the reason.
Matter of fact, I got a picture of that. You with the controller in your hand.
Wasn't even plugged in or anything.
You were like, maybe?
Oh shit, I hit the wrong thing.
We thought you were playing, but you were
I guess wall kicks didn't work.
Yeah. Like I said, he's the reason I got into video games in the first place. Like, there we go. If it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't even be doing this channel right now. Probably be doing something.
being like a crappy parent.
Huh?
I was a crappy parent.
You weren't a crappy parent. You were
You
amazing.
made your kid play video games?
Yeah.
Just plugged you in and left you there. Come back in and check on you 10 hours later.
How you doing, son?
I'll be back.
Are you winning, son?
Exactly.
I'll be back.
I think my very first video game, and we'll probably get into this because he will be coming back for Onimusha 2 when we get into that. Or you begin Onimusha, but
When your mom gave you my Onimusha 1 game to chew on.
yeah.
Well, that's really sweet.
What was really sweet? The fact that I chewed on the disc?
What are you doing? What? Who gave you this? You could have had it on a high shelf.
What are you doing? Well, that.
I was a baby, so I clearly had an idea of what I was doing. By the way, I completely misfired. Being a total jackass about it. That was fun.
Ready? Aim! Fuck!
I said it before, I'll say it again. The mechanics of this is, I wouldn't say aged horribly, but it hasn't aged super well.
This is one of the first games your mother got me.
Oh yeah?
With the Nintendo
Oh, wow.
64.
Okay, now that's
It's in
genuinely
Shadows.
sweet.
Shadows of the Empire. Which I hope they remake.
I don't think it's gonna happen, Dad.
I'm gonna write a strong worded letter to do.
Oh shit!
Shadows of the Empire?
Yes.
Yeah, the Star Wars
aren't
game
they?
on the
That
N64.
was a great game, man.
Aren't they re-releasing a bunch of like older games now?
That's
like,
what I was gonna say.
they're remastering a ton of old games, and I'm like, maybe Shadow of the Empire might not be too far behind. So
Actually, you can play it on Steam right now.
Actually, like an anniversary edition for Nintendo.
Yeah, it's actually like what John said. You could actually play it on Steam right now. You have to have a Steam account, which my father does not.
But I say you can just use yours.
Oh yeah, that's true. I don't think it costs that much.
No, it's $6.
Oh god. Oh sweet lord.
No, but I want them to remake.
I'm sure. I'm gonna say, is Limited Run done their Shadows of the Empire yet?
Yeah, they should.
Oh, they did.
Oh fuck.
I want a complete old
5 years ago.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, see, there you go.
What?
Shadows of the Empire was actually released 5 years ago from Limited Run.
It was a reprint of the N64 game. It came in a purple shell.
Oh, I bet
Purple.
Also, it came with a coin, an instruction booklet, a pen, and art cards, and a poster.
Alright.
So pretty typical for limited run. Nothing too special.
Yeah.
Speaking of purple shell, do you guys remember like Mad Catz controllers?
What
Yes.
controllers? Oh.
I've never had them, but I definitely heard of them.
Yeah. They were like clear plastic, and then you could get them in different colors, and so you'd see like the rumble mechanics and stuff like that inside the DualShocks. It was like great to see, but they were terrible controllers.
All right.
Like they were the controller you gave the friend that you didn't want playing with you, so that they would get frustrated and stop playing.
I remember.
So I'd give that to Aaron.
Yeah. Thanks, Dick.
Oh wow, we're on our first Bowser level. Holy shit!
Yes, we are. We already. Oh God, Jesus. Oh no, Jesus isn't here to help us right now.
It's funny because Bowser's laugh in this sounds like my dog throwing up.
Oh, sweet Lord. I was biting death on the balls there, but it's alright.
Oh wow, that's actually not even that expensive.
What is?
I was looking up the Shadows of the Empire limited run. Like, there's some like, I guess the collector's edition is kind of going around 100. But then they had like a normal edition of the game, and it came in like a like a box and an action figure would come in.
Oh, cool. Oh, wait, I think I remember seeing that actually when we went to Limited Run. Oh, also,
I don't know if they had it back then, but I could definitely see it being there still.
Also, folks, as you're seeing right now, there are red coins here, so be aware of that.
Even more stars. Wars. No.
All the stars and those.
Wow, they did a bunch of games in this format.
Everyone gets ew. $250 on eBay. Jesus. Oh. Everybody ignore that part.
Actually, if you want, rewind 5 seconds to watch it again in HD slow motion.
No! Don't watch me screw that up again.
Actually, put that timestamp in the comments, ladies and gentlemen. And the exact timestamp, and put nothing other than pineapples, just like timestamp pineapples, just to show that you've made it this far.
Do you have the secret code? Yeah, it's pineapples. Congratulations.
I didn't know you swinged that way.
Shut up.
No, just right side up. I like pina coladas. That's it.
Listen, I'm a straight guy that just likes pina coladas, damn it. They taste so fruity.
Really random. Is that not what a
No, upside down pineapples are swingers.
Okay, it has to be specifically upside down.
It has to specifically be upside down.
I thought it was just any
just
pineapple
regular,
thing.
Nope. No, a pineapple's just a regular fruit, but when it's upside down, it's like, oh, cool, got it. You're on this cruise for different reasons than me.
Oh, sweet Lord. One of the things I will say about these red coins is that they're not hard, but they're not going to make it easy for you to get either. I'm going to take your time here. Mind your P's and Q's, basically, ladies and gentlemen. Hey! Did you... So, this is actually a question towards you, Dad. Did you ever 100% this game?
No. I think I did one. I think I did once. It's a while ago.
God, I didn't 100% it. I have a life.
He just agreed with you. Hey, Aaron, what are you doing right now?
Not having a life. I have a life.
Exactly. He's 100%ing Mario 64.
Life finds a way, you know.
Thanks, Jeff Goldblum. I should send you guys a video of the Doug Walker's brother, Rob Walker, doing the Jeff Goldblum impression. Have you ever? Wait, Danny, did you ever see that?
Did he do it for like one of the Jurassic Park nostalgia critics?
Yes.
Yeah, I've heard it. It's a good one. Like
it's
honestly, Jeff Goldblum's
Yeah,
Jeff
exactly.
Goldblum's like he's not a hard voice to do, but it's an easy voice to mess up, if that makes sense, you know?
Yeah.
It's it's not it's a very unique voice and it's not very vocally technical, but like when it comes to like what is it called? Impersonations, it's just getting the inflections right, you know? Because you can go very quickly from Jeff Goldblum to just a guy who says a bunch of times. And it's like just knowing when to put the is like crucial to doing his voice correctly. As you can tell, I've thought about this a lot.
And the first throw! Well, whiff and a miss.
How the fuck did I miss?
Come on, Aaron, you gotta do better than this. I had faith in you.
Wow. That's great friends.
But we are here on this classic boss fight, a legendary one.
One that goes down in the history books.
The first 3D Bowser fight.
It's funny though, because the first 3D Bowser fight, you just hit him once. That's it.
Yeah, but I'll say like, oh, let's hit him 3D. Oh, never mind, he's gone.
Nintendo, the Star Wars Heritage Pack
Oh really?
with like 6 games.
Oh yeah, that's I think it's on sale right now.
Pretty cool.
All right, but we got our first key. Also, we will be back in this area, ladies and gentlemen. And the reason I say that is because we still have to find it. Yeah, right there. We have to get the green box. And if you know about the green box, it's the metal cap. And that's a whole mess in of itself. But all right, where are we on to next? Hey, who's this asshole? Get back here!
Post time.
Now, I will actually do a comparison on this. So, also I'll talk about this too. Which will probably be the tagline, which will actually be the title for this thumbnail. Not thumbnail, video. So, first and foremost, in the DS version of the Super Mario 64, they actually these ghosts actually hold red coins. Collecting them all will actually get you a star here, which is part of the extra 30 stars that they added to that game.
Yeah, Mario 64 is definitely a strange one.
DS?
Yeah, Mario 64 DS.
Yeah.
First off, hell of a title.
Hey, listen, they needed to draw in the audiences somehow, and funny enough, though, Dad, you actually got that for me for, I believe, the holidays? If not the holidays, my birthday.
Which one?
Super Mario 64 DS, the one that came out on the Nintendo DS. I believe you guys got that for me for my birthday. It's too close. But I remember that being like my childhood classic, playing on the go. That was like one of my biggest dreams. Collecting an extra 30 stars and having those mini games was amazing. But anyway, welcome.
Oh boy.
To Big Boo's Hunt.
I sure like to hunt his big boobs.
Shut up.
What? What?
Shut up. This is
But,
that back.
I was gonna say, Mario 64 DS is definitely an interesting game.
This is a strange.
Oh my
game.
god.
Hey Dad, what do you think about this piano? It's a nice piano.
At the haunted house section.
Yep. Oh shit!
Classic trap. Anyways, I was gonna say, Mario 64 DS is a strange game. Because you have to think about it in this way. It's like do you say it's a superior game to Mario 64 or not? Because you have technically worse controls because now you only have 8 directions really. You have much more limited movement.
Yeah, 'cause
And while
they had the D-pad. You can only use
Yeah.
for it.
now on the 3DS you can use a circle pad, but you're still operating off the rules of a D-pad. And then you have the added fact of yes, there are 30 stars, but the question that I've heard people question like how quality are these new stars in the first place? Some are pretty good, some aren't the best. And then you have the fact, okay, so cool thing, you get Yoshi, Luigi, and Wario now playable. Womp womp.
That's alright. See, we didn't
But
die.
let's be real here. Yoshi's like plays pretty differently compared to Mario. Luigi is kind of just a better Mario, and Wario just sucks because he's heavier, but he can break black bricks. Wow.
Hey, listen, I like Wario.
Oh, who doesn't love Wario? That's not the point here. The point is the three new playable characters are cool and all, but some of the original missions have now been refitted to require certain characters.
Or, if you're a lazy fuck like us, you would just be Yoshi and use the caps for them.
Exactly, that too. Like, Yoshi has the mechanic of being able to use caps, so... But, this also, additionally, the power-ups are now split across the different characters.
Yeah.
So, we haven't seen it yet, but, like, Metal Cap is only available to Wario, Luigi gets invisibility, Yoshi gets the ability to breathe fire, and Mario, gets inflation. Which, you know, if you want to see, it's a really cool power-up. Just look at Mario Inflation on Google. It's a really awesome power-up.
No, don't do that.
Wait,
Don't
wait,
do
wait.
that.
John.
Don't do that.
John, did you just say Mario gets inflation? Boy, his tax write-offs must be big.
Mario gets inflated. Okay?
Oof.
Google that one, baby.
No, please
Upside down
don't.
pineapples
Please
and inflation it's insane. We've had a lot of crazy topics today.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anything tops the the Devil May Cry phallic conversation.
Listen! I'm trying to
Speaking
tell
of-
you Devil May Cry is an amazing game.
Speaking of phallic,
What's up?
I don't know. So you know those troll gummy worms?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's a ice cream like a popsicle out for them now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I've
have you
seen
seen-
those. Yes,
Have
I
you
have.
seen that package? Does that package not look?
Listen, when they melt a little bit, they just become gummy bears, but it's a popsicle, so it just flops over.
I've had them. They're so fucking weird because it's a popsicle, but like it tastes like it texture-wise, it's a gummy. It's like, what the fuck is going on
Yeah.
here?
What I made one time that I think works really well, I made
Mhm.
like frozen Jello, right? So it's like it's a
okay.
popsicle, but then when it like melts, it's gelatin, so it still keeps its form and doesn't like melt in your hand. And I'm like, that's one thing.
Also, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. Funny
No,
thing
you're
though,
good. You're
after fighting Big Boo, if you actually look up, he's right there still. So he's not completely dead.
I know.
We'll see him again soon.
I mean, he can't
he's
die.
pretty dead.
He's already a ghost.
Yeah. Ghosts can't die.
I love how all three of us came to the same conclusion of, well, he's a ghost.
He can't die. But sorry, I
You
didn't.
can't kill a ghost. I
You
mean,
already-
you could kill a ghost if you like threw it into like let's say the Millennium Falcon's jet exhaust. That could kill a ghost, I bet.
You know what's funny though is that in a lot of the ghost media that like I'm familiar with,
It's just ghosts.
there is no killing ghosts. It's just kind of putting them somewhere else. Like in
Yeah.
Ghostbusters, it's like, yeah, we put them in this tank. And then Luigi's Mansion is, yeah, we put them in this tank. And
Just put them in the portrait.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you can't like get rid of a ghost. You just kind of put it somewhere else.
Unless if you're Star Killer from Force Unleashed. At that point,
Well,
you're just able to do anything.
yeah, that's a little
With
different.
lightning and burning.
You know?
Yeah, right? You remember that DLC in Force Unleashed where you get like the bad ending where Star Killer's evil and he fights Force Ghost Obi-Wan, lifts him up to the Millennium Falcon and just burns the ghost away. I'm like, Christ.
So dumb. So dumb.
And
Listen, the Force
that was
The Force
amazing.
Unleashed. I saw a retrospective of The Force Unleashed, and I have come to this conclusion: The Force Unleashed was a fever dream for a lot of fans, because we were like, "Oh yeah, Star Wars is epic. We're getting the best fight scenes of like all like Star Wars time. We want to be able to do that." So when we were able to do it, and the game came out, no one questioned the stupidity of the canon. And then we have the sequel trilogy, which is Stupidity of the Canon, and we're all going, wait a minute, you know? So like it's fun, but the lore has not aged well at all.
No.
And it's so funny because it's like, oh, we were so blinded by like what we wanted.
But you know what? We actually have a Star Wars expert to actually talk a little bit more about that.
Oh yes.
Go on, Dad, share your knowledge.
What do you want to know?
Exactly.
Star Wars historian.
Exactly. This is the same man who has like a crap ton of Star Wars books, action figures.
Tattoos.
Well, one tattoo. He has one tattoo. But yeah, he has a tattoo. But whatever you want to know, I would actually suggest ask your questions. Also, we will be collecting 100 coins, so this will actually be the perfect opportunity to do that. Hello?
I don't know if I have any exact questions, you know?
Yeah.
I have a question as a matter of opinion rather than fact.
Oh boy.
Do you think that the Star Wars Holiday Special is canon?
Oh god.
It's not.
Okay, cool.
All fans deny it.
Fans deny it. True fans embrace it. You have to have Life Day, man.
Oh no.
Okay, what about...
in that big red robe? That's
Hey, what about that?
Okay,
What about that weird sexual thing that he was watching? Yeah, that it was with that black lady who was like, I don't know what it was, but I think it was Chewbacca's son that was watching this video.
Chewbacca has a son?
some Lobaka.
Yeah! He was watching the video, and this black lady just came on and just started saying a lot of ASMR stuff and sexual stuff too. And it was like, after a while, I was like, yo, Chewbacca's family is freaky.
how about the Star Wars like TV movie specials, whatever, featuring like the Ewoks and
Ewok Adventures.
yeah, I think I'm trying.
Yeah, those are side stories. Those are not really. Yeah. They're more like legend.
There was something.
Maybe
What
they
was it?
happened, maybe they did.
I randomly found it on Disney Plus. I'm like, what's this about? And it's like the start of the movie. It's like I'm expecting it to be a kids movie. Like it's like it'll be nice and happy. This kid's running around with the Ewoks or whatever. Kid's whole family gets massacred in 5 minutes. Like 5 minutes into the movie, they're all dead.
At
And
4
then
minutes, 4 minutes and 30 seconds, you get their family being like, "We'll never die, Billy." And then 5 minutes exactly, they all get gunned down.
And then I learned this is the sequel. The first movie is about like the two kids getting separated from their parents and finding them, and then all of them just die.
That's terrible.
Jesus Christ.
Who the fuck wrote
So
this?
sad.
And then it introduced a lady who could like turn into a raven, like a real fucking raven.
What the hell is it?
No, she was like a witch. I think.
Yeah, she was a witch, which she actually like got referenced in like a Star Wars RPG of all things.
let it be said that Star Wars isn't bonkers as hell.
I mean, it's an entire galaxy of stuff. You're gonna find weird stuff everywhere, you know?
Exactly.
So I
if
guess my
anyone-
question is this: as someone who's been a fan of Star Wars for as long as you can remember, and considering the state of Star Wars at the moment, or at least in the last like few years or so,
Oh, please.
what do you think is something that they can do to improve the state of Star Wars?
Oh, sweet Lord.
Stick to the original
Uh-oh.
material.
Well, you heard it here, folks. Stick to the original material. He's not wrong.
But haven't they been sticking to the original material?
No.
Not quite.
Like the extended universe stuff that the Disney went is not canon anymore.
I mean,
What'd you say though, Danny?
I was saying like the extended universe stuff that like Disney said is not canon anymore. Is that what you mean by like original material?
Oh, don't.
that expanded material?
Yeah, the expanded universe stuff.
Well,
The one-
that's the stuff they steal from. In order to make the new stuff.
Mm.
And then they want
You
to
know-
deny that the expanded universe ever existed.
I was mostly referring to the fact that besides the sequel trilogy and maybe like one or two shows, everything is focused on the original trilogy era. And let's just step back and say that episode 7 is episode 4. Episode
Yeah,
8
kind of rehash.
tries to be different, and episode 9 sucks the dick of the original movies way too hard, mainly episode 3,
Yeah.
with Palpatine returning.
Sequels could use some work.
Yeah.
Oh, I
I'm
love
Yeah, people didn't like that we were doing something original. Suck hard.
Yeah, I'm of the camp that like,
I
you know,
love-
episode
Go
8
ahead.
could have really changed the status quo of Star Wars had they just kept going with what they set up. And I feel
Mhm.
like commitment would have been better than whatever they tried in episode 9, because at least it would have been like, listen, we set up a proposition, we set up an idea, and we're following it through. And if you don't like it, well, that's just the future of Star Wars at this point. And instead, they're like, we're going to bend over backwards and try to please as many people as possible and please no one at the same time.
But J.J. Abrams, also the fact that there were like 2 different people working on this trilogy and they did not really communicate was stupid, and was part of the problem.
Big thing. That's the biggest problem. It's like lack of communication, no like creative through line. It's like if you know you're going to do a trilogy, set up your beginning, middle, and end before you shoot the first one. At least have an outline or something, you know?
George Lucas had an outliner, but they threw it away.
I think yeah.
They said they want to do their own thing.
That makes no sense. I hate that. I really don't love that. And I know that George isn't like perfect, you know? A lot of Star Wars, at least from like the documentaries that I've watched and the things that I've read, is that a lot of Star Wars was saved in the editing room. But George had great ideas to start with, and you should have stuck with those ideas and then made it work with movie magic, you know?
Fuck, we only have-
See, yeah, at first they hated the prequels, but now they kind of like them.
The prequels are godsend.
I think it's definitely a lot of like kind of just aging, and also now the people who grew up on the prequels are now adults too.
And they actually appreciate the prequels.
Mm-hmm. And it's another thing too, because it's like the prequels add context to probably one of the best things that Star Wars has put out in the 21st century, Clone Wars, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
without the prequels, we would not have Clone Wars. So you cannot have one without the other. And even if you don't like the prequels, you gotta admit, Clone Wars' good episodes are great.
Written by a fan.
Yeah, exactly.
I never got the whole thing of when people blame Dave Filoni for doing so much of the, oh, well, I'm adding this in so that way, you know, it's connected to Star Wars, basically callbacks. Hey, I will say it does get a little repetitive, but it's not, like, it's more acknowledging the fact that it even exists, you know, because it's a huge a huge part of the lore, you know. A similar thing.
Additionally,
It's a similar
sorry.
thing with. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a similar thing with Sonic the Hedgehog, actually, where people hate the fact that Ian Flynn keeps mentioning previous events, and it's like, but that's just their history. What do you want?
and also it's like it's something that like it ties it to the canon and puts it in a timeline. So it's like, oh, this has already happened. And if it's like, yeah, we learned a lesson in the last story, why wouldn't we mention it in this story for facing something similar? It shows character growth and it shows like, hey, we're actually paying attention to our like timeline. And for those fans that are paying attention as well, we see you and we respect your dedication. When you don't do that, it's a spit in the face to your dedicated like fan base.
Nice.
Bars.
But people will get pissy and they don't like anything. Then again, it's usually just a loud majority that makes things shitty.
A loud majority or a loud minority?
It's hard to
Both.
believe this new generation.
It's the internet. Too many people have too many ideas, too many
Too many
things.
opinions.
It can be pretty easy to be louder on the internet, especially if you already have a following.
Yep.
Then they'll just listen to you because you got the people following you, so you have an important opinion now.
Yeah. Speaking of following, like and subscribe for more quality content
Yeah. Actually,
while we are on the internet.
Yeah. That's actually a great way. That's actually a great stopping point. So, we'll be back with the next part. Until then, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to stay up to date with our content. Also, why don't you go ahead and hit that like button and comment down below, and also tell us what do you think of our guest speaker here.
Hello.
No, wrong one. Until then, we'll see you guys for the next part of Super Mario 64. Until then, take care, everyone.
Peace.
Hi. Hello.